Halpin, the founder of Sheela.ie, and you are very, very welcome to our YouTube channel. At Sheela, we're on a mission to help you connect to your body and take care of your pelvic health. And this week, we have got a video in our Pelvic Floor Basics series. Today, we're going to be looking at bridge pose. We're going to take bridge pose and show you how to optimize it for pelvic floor health. Now, bridge pose is popular in both yoga and Pilates because it has tons of benefits for your whole body. It tones your bum and your core and your pelvic floor. It improves the flexibility of your spine, and that in turn helps regulate your hormone system, improves digestion, opens the lungs so you can get more oxygen flowing in your body, and relieves backache and even insomnia. But there's an even better reason that we've got bridge pose in our Pelvic Floor Basic series. If you add a pelvic floor squeeze into your bridge pose, you can activate your pelvic floor muscles an incredible 56% more than just if you do a Kegel on its own. So let me show you how it's done. I'm going to show you two different kinds of bridge pose. One is for flexibility of the spine, getting nice movement through the pelvis, through the lower spine, through the mid-spine, really getting into your adrenal glands there and really helping mobilize all of the muscles. And the second one is more of a strength exercise. You're going to be loading the glutes and the pelvic floor just with the weight of your own body and lifting that straight up off the floor. So this is a lying down exercise. The first thing you're going to need to do is get yourself into a nice comfy lying down position. So once you're nice and comfortable on your back, you're going to have your feet flat on the floor and your knees pointing towards the sky. Now, your foot position is quite important in bridge pose because we're going to be sending energy down through our feet, through our heels, in order to activate our glutes or our bum muscles. So you want them to be hip width apart. So that is your heels directly opposite the middle of your glute there, or the feet no more than a fist distance apart. You want your knees to be directly above your feet. So you don't want your knees coming in or your knees falling out. And you're going to need to use your abdominals to maintain that leg position throughout the exercise. Your knees in turn line up with your hip points here, and those line up with the bottom of your ribs. So just give yourself a little bit of a shimmy there on the mat or on the floor so that those hips and ribs are in a nice line together. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. We're going to put our palms on the floor. So in this position, we're just going to take a couple of deep, relaxed belly breaths, allowing the belly to soften. If you need a bit more about belly breathing, I can put the link to our belly breathing video below this one. A nice, gentle, soft belly, the ribs being allowed to move in a 360 motion outwards into the back. And as you breathe out, there's a gentle engagement from the tummy, a gentle squeeze, and a gentle squeeze from the pelvic floor. Deep breath in, everything relaxes. Breath out, gentle squeeze and engagement. So starting with this breath just allows us to connect our brain and our pelvic floor muscles and our brain and our transverse abdominis, the big muscles that wrap all around our tummies in our deep core there. And then we're just going to start rocking our pelvis a little bit. If we tilt it forward, pelvic floor muscles relax, small of the back moves away from the floor. If we tilt it backwards, the small of the back touches the floor and the pelvic floor muscles switch on a little bit. So just back and forward in that. Inhaling forwards, exhaling. So that accentuates the pelvic floor muscles turning on and the tummy muscles squeezing a little. In breath, release, exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor and the tummy. Now, we're going to grow this movement. Inhale, forward, release everything. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor. And really gently, one by one, we're going to lift the spine off the floor. So now I'm pushing energy through my heels, I'm squeezing my glutes, I'm squeezing my pelvic floor, and I'm engaging my tummy just a bit to lift it up off the floor. And what we're looking for is a nice line from our knees, through our hips, through our ribs, to our shoulders. Hands can stay flat on the floor here. Breathe in, release the belly at the top, keep squeezing the pelvic floor and glutes. And as you come down, we're going to do the same in reverse, articulating all the vertebra of the spine. Breathe in at the bottom. We're going to go again, and this time I want you to imagine that your spine is a string of pearls. And each pearl on the string gets its chance to touch the floor before you lift up. So breathing in, pelvis comes forward, tiny little arch in the bottom of the spine. And exhaling, curl the pelvis, engage the pelvic floor and the internal abs. And lift. Exhaling, exhaling. As slowly as you can to really feel each one of those vertebrae lifting off the mat in turn. Breathing in at the top, relaxing the belly, and exhale. All the way down, one by one. We'll do one more, and I just want you to check your rib position at the top this time. So breathing in, exhale, curling the pelvis, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the glutes, energy through the heels. Exhaling, exhaling. When you get to the top, just check you haven't gone too far and your ribs are sticking up. It's not about height here, it's about alignment. When we're aligned correctly in a nice straight line, ribs over the hips, in line with the knees, all of our muscles can be accessed and engaged properly. Breathing there at the top, take one extra breath in and exhale. Slowly coming back down. One by one. That is our flexibility bridge. So that bridge just gives us a really nice stretch through the spine. We're going to stretch in the opposite direction. Just bring your knees into the chest here. And take a gentle movement, whatever feels good for you. It might be rocking side to side. It might be rolling your knees a little bit. Really important to counter stretch once we've engaged the glutes. Right. Next, we're going to show you the strength bridge. And the idea of this one is that we lift the pelvis up in neutral. Neutral pelvis just means that our hip points are in a line. We're not curved too far forwards with a big arch in the spine or too far back with a really flat back. So, hands on the floor, inhale, releasing, engage the pelvic floor and the tummy muscles, give them a little squeeze, and then energy through the heels, squeeze the glutes and lift as you exhale. Breathe in at the top. Maintain that really, really straight line. We're going to push it, or not push it, we're going to lower it gently to the floor. Exhale. And we go again. Breathe in. Engage the pelvic floor, engage the tummy muscles. Exhale. Lift. Breathe in at the top. Engaging pelvic floor and lower. Breathe in at the bottom one more time. Engage pelvic floor, exhale, lift. And you're breathing in at the top. Exhale to lower. Now, if you need a little bit more instruction on how to do an effective pelvic floor squeeze so that you can engage those pelvic floor muscles with 100% certainty, do check out our on-demand course, the Pelvic Floor Connection. I'll link to that below this video. That's it for this week's video. Bridge pose is an absolutely excellent one, both for flexibility in your pelvis and spine and for improving strength in the glutes, the pelvic floor, and those deep core muscles, which are so important for stabilizing our body as we go about our day. If you found this video helpful, please do share it with whoever you think might need it. Thanks so much for watching.